What's your blood type? For most of us, it's just a random piece of trivia we might remember from a high school biology class or a hospital visit. A letter and a plus or minus sign on a medical chart. But what if I told you it's so much more? What if that simple detail could offer scientifically backed clues about your body's unique risks for everything from heart disease to certain infections? The truth is, a secret biological blueprint is flowing through your veins, and most of us don't even know what it says. This isn't about those blood type diets or personality tests. This is about real science and understanding your health in ways you've never imagined. Before we get into the wild implications of blood types, let's do a quick refresher on what blood even is. It's not just red goo. Think of it as a living river flowing through a 60,000-mile network of blood vessels inside you. It's a delivery service, a defensive army, and a repair crew, all rolled into one. Your blood has 4 main players, each with a vital role. First, you have the red blood cells. These are the stars of the show, giving blood its signature color. Their job is to haul oxygen from your lungs to every single cell in your body. They're the tireless delivery drivers of your internal world. Without them, your body would shut down in minutes. Next up are the white blood cells. These are the soldiers of your immune system. While many of them live in your tissues and lymph nodes, they are your body's security force, constantly on the lookout for foreign invaders like bacteria and viruses. When they spot an enemy, they launch a full-scale attack to keep you healthy. Then, there are the platelets. These are your body's tiny 24/7 emergency repair crew. Get a cut and platelets rush to the scene, clumping together to form a clot and stop the bleeding. They're the reason a paper cut doesn't become a major disaster. Finally, all these cells float around in plasma. It's the yellowish liquid that makes up more than half your blood's volume, the highway that everything travels on. It ferries the cells, along with hormones, nutrients, and waste products, where they need to go. So, where do blood types come in? The secret is on the surface of your red blood cells. It's an identification system that helps your body tell self from other. And when that system is ignored, the consequences can be serious. Your blood type is determined by microscopic markers on the surface of your red blood cells called antigens. Think of them as tiny name tags that announce to your immune system, "Hey, I belong here." The 2 most important antigen systems are the ABO system and the Rh system. While your red blood cells carry these antigen name tags, your plasma carries the security guards, the antibodies. Antibodies are proteins that patrol your bloodstream looking for any name tags that look foreign. If they find an antigen they don't recognize, they sound the alarm and start an attack. This is the core principle of blood compatibility. Your body is trained to attack red blood cells that have antigens your own cells lack. It's a brilliant defense, but it's also what makes blood transfusion such a precise medical science. Let's break down the ABO system. It's all about 2 antigens, A and B. You have A antigens on your red blood cells. Your plasma has anti-B antibodies, ready to attack any B antigens it sees. The opposite, you have B antigens, and your plasma has anti-A antibodies. You've got it all, both A and B antigens. Because your body recognizes both, your plasma has neither anti-A nor anti-B antibodies. This is key. You have neither A nor B antigens. Your red blood cells are basically blank. Because of this, your immune system sees both A and B as threats, so your plasma is armed with both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. This system of antigens and antibodies is the first half of the puzzle. The second half is that little plus or minus sign. The positive or negative sign on your blood type comes from the Rh system. It all boils down to one more antigen called the Ra factor or D antigen. If your red blood cells have the Rh factor, you're Rh positive. If they don't, you're Rh negative. That's it. But this simple difference doubles the main blood types to 8. A plus A minus B plus, B minus AB plus, O, and becomes incredibly important in 2 key situations: blood transfusions and pregnancy. The classic example is Rh incompatibility in pregnancy. This can happen when an R-negative mother is carrying an R-positive baby, a trait inherited from an R-positive father. During birth, some of the baby's Rh-positive blood can mix with the mother's blood. To the mother's immune system, those Rh-positive cells are foreign invaders, her body might start producing antibodies against the Rh factor. The first baby is usually fine, but her immune system is now sensitized. If she gets pregnant with another Rh-positive baby, her new antibodies can cross the placenta and attack the fetus's red blood cells. This can cause a serious condition called hemolytic disease of the newborn. Thankfully, modern medicine has an amazing solution. A shot called Rh immune globulin, often known as RhoGAM, can be given to the Rh-negative mother. It essentially prevents her immune system from ever seeing the baby's Rh-positive cells, stopping her from making those dangerous antibodies in the first place. It's a huge reason why knowing your Rh status is so important if you plan on having children. This brings us to the most dramatic reason to know your blood type: transfusions. When someone needs blood, giving them the wrong type can trigger a catastrophic immune reaction. The recipient's antibodies attack the donated red blood cells, causing them to clump up, block blood vessels, and lead to kidney failure, shock, or even death. This is why blood banks are so careful and why two blood types have become famous. People with O-negative blood are often called universal donors. Their red blood cells have no A, no B, and no Rh antigens. They're blank. In an emergency, when there's no time to test a patient's blood type, O-negative red cells are the go-to because there are no major antigens for a recipient's body to attack. However, there's a catch. While they can give red cells to anyone, O-negative people can only receive O-negative red cells. Their plasma has antibodies against A and B antigens, and if they've been sensitized, they might also have Rh antibodies. On the flip side, people with AB-positive blood are known as universal recipients for red blood cells. Their blood has A, B, and Rh antigens, so their bodies see them all as friendly. Their plasma doesn't contain anti-A, anti-B, or typically anti-Rh antibodies. In theory, they can receive red blood cells from any ABO/Rh type, but this is a simplification for emergencies. Doctors will always prefer to use an exact blood type match whenever possible to avoid any reactions to hundreds of other minor antigens. Now here is where plasma works a little differently. Just to keep things interesting, the rules for donating plasma are the complete opposite. Plasma is the liquid with the antibodies. So, the universal plasma donor is type AB. Since their plasma has no anti-A or anti-B antibodies, it's safe for most patients. On the other hand, type O plasma, full of anti-A and anti-B antibodies, can generally only be given to type O patients. For a long time, connecting blood type to health was seen as pseudoscience. But recently, a lot of serious research has found real, though subtle, links between blood types and risks for certain conditions. Now, let's be clear. These are associations, not guarantees. Your lifestyle, what you eat, how much you move, whether you smoke has a much bigger impact, but these clues can be a powerful tool for awareness. Now, let's start with blood type O. You're in the most common blood group worldwide, and it comes with some interesting quirks. A major perk for type O seems to be a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Studies consistently show that people with non-O blood types, AB and AB, have a higher chance of heart attacks and strokes. This is likely because non-O types have higher levels of proteins that help blood clot, like von Willebrand factor. While good for healing, too much clotting can block arteries. Type O folks have lower levels, giving them a slight edge. Stomach ulcers. On the downside, people with type O blood seem to be slightly more susceptible to stomach ulcers caused by the H. pylori bacteria. Infections. It's a mixed bag. Type O might be linked to worse outcomes from cholera, but seems to offer some protection against severe malaria because the parasite has a harder time latching onto type O red blood cells. Next, let's look at blood type A, higher clotting risk. Being a non-O type means you have those higher levels of clotting factors. This translates to a statistically higher risk of dangerous blood clots, like deep vein thrombosis, DVT, and a higher risk of heart disease compared to type O, stomach cancer. One of the most studied connections is the link between type A blood and a slightly higher risk of stomach cancer. Some research suggests the risk may be up to 20% higher compared to other types, possibly due to how the immune system reacts to H. pylori. This is a modest increase in risk, not a diagnosis. Stress. You might have heard that type A people get more stressed. This usually comes from a confusion between ABO, blood type A, and the type A personality from psychology. They are totally unrelated concepts, and there's no strong scientific evidence that your blood makes you more stressed. Now, what about blood type B? Heart and clotting risk. Like type A, if you have type B blood, you share that modestly increased risk for blood clots and heart disease compared to type O. Diabetes. Some emerging research suggests a potential link between non-O blood types, particularly A and B, and a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. This is an active area of research, and diet and exercise are still the most important factors by far. Kidney stones. In a bit of good news, one huge study in Sweden found that having blood group B seemed to be associated with a lower risk of developing kidney stones. Finally, we have blood type AB. As the rarest type, AB is unique, blending traits of both A and B. Clotting and stroke risk. Individuals with A and B antigens and are among the groups with the highest risk for blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes when compared to type O individuals. Cognitive issues. A 2014 study got a lot of attention for finding that people with AB blood were more likely to develop memory problems that could lead to dementia. That sounds scary, but the researchers stressed it was an association. The most likely explanation is that the higher clotting risk in AB blood can affect blood flow to the brain over a lifetime. Later research on this has been mixed, and major factors like high blood pressure and smoking are far bigger risks. Beyond the 8 common types, there are hundreds of other antigens, and in some incredibly rare cases, a person is born without an entire antigen system that nearly everyone else has. The most famous example is a condition called Rh null. This isn't just being Ra negative. People with Ra null blood are missing all 61 antigens in the Ra system. Because of its unbelievable rarity, it's been nicknamed golden blood. First found in 1961, it's believed that fewer than 50 people have ever been identified with this type. Life for them is challenging. Their red blood cells can be fragile, leading to mild anemia. But the biggest danger is needing a transfusion. A person with Rh null can only receive blood from another Rh null donor. With reports suggesting there are fewer than 10 active donors in the world, any major injury could be a crisis. Paradoxically, their blood is also priceless. Because it's missing so many common antigens, Rh null red cells can be a lifesaver for people with other complex rare blood types. They are uniquely vulnerable and uniquely valuable. So, how do you find out this critical info? It's pretty easy. One way is to donate blood. Blood donation centers will type your blood for free and send you a donor card. Plus, you're helping to save lives. Another way is to ask your doctor. Your doctor can order a simple test, and your blood type might already be in your medical records. You can also check old records. Sometimes your blood type is listed on your birth certificate or in hospital records from a past surgery. Once you know it, keep a record. Put it in your phone's medical ID or just memorize it. While emergency responders won't rely on your word alone, they'll use universal O-negative blood and run their own tests to be certain. Having this information can be helpful in non-emergency hospital settings. But the most powerful thing you can do is become a blood donor if you're eligible. The need for all blood types, especially O-negative and rare types, is constant. A single donation can help save up to 3 lives. It's one of the most direct and amazing ways you can help another person. Share this video with your friends and family. This isn't just trivia, it's essential health knowledge. And if you know your blood type, drop it in the comments. It's always cool to see the diversity in our community. Your blood type isn't your destiny. It doesn't define your personality or lock you into a specific diet. But it is an unchangeable and important part of your medical identity. It's the key to a safe transfusion. It's a vital factor for a healthy pregnancy. And it offers real, subtle clues about your health. Clues that can empower you to have better conversations with your doctor and take control of your well-being. Knowing your blood type isn't about fearing the future. It's about being prepared for it. It's not a secret code that rules your life, but a key that unlocks a deeper understanding of the amazing biological puzzle that is you.